Welcome to Peak Coffee and Tea. My name is Peter Kagunye. I am the founder of Peak Coffee and Tea. And today I wanted to do a demonstration on coffee roasting. This is a coffee roaster here. It looks, it's a pretty standard machine, but this is actually what produces the coffee that you love. So the first thing that I wanted to do today is actually show you what the coffee looks like before we actually put it in the coffee roaster. And you'll be surprised by the color of coffee. This is what we call green coffee beans. As you can see, the color is not exactly green. It's more like a brownish green color. But this is what the coffee looks like before we put it in the coffee roaster. Coffee is actually a fruit. And there's a lot of work that goes into it before you get this green coffee, which I won't go into in this particular video. But I wanted to show you what the coffee looks like before we put it in the coffee roaster. So now I'm going to get ready to dump this into the coffee roaster. Just put it in the top there. And then I use this lever right here to dump the coffee in. And then once we dump the coffee into the coffee roaster, the things that we want to pay attention to, one is the clock right here, or the timer, which I've obviously started right there. This is critical. And then the other thing is the temperature here, which actually tells you how the beans are roasting, and the temperature in the drum itself. So those two things, in addition to that, we also want to listen to the coffee. We'll come back a little bit later, and there's a cracking sound that the coffee makes, just like popcorn, which is actually pretty interesting. So between the timer, the temperature, and the cracking sound, that's how we manage the roasting of the coffee to make sure that we get the coffee just right. So we'll come back a little bit later in the middle stage of this roasting process, and I'll show you what the coffee beans look like as they're in the middle of the process.